Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Palmer's Cardinals going up against Smith's Chiefs. So let's get you out to Kansas City as we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard. The slot man in motion right. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now it's Palmer. Screen play. Johnson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Cardinals a first down. They go play action here on first down. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. And certainly a key cog in this offensive wheel is Jeremy Maclin.
You've just got to find ways to get him the ball, whether you put him in the slot or put him out on the perimeter.
Screen pass to Charles. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Caught here by Conley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 there. And that'll be good for a KC first down. Smith going to turn and give to Charles. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, this past year, Arizona finished 7-8-1. Here are the defensive starters for the Cardinals. What do you make of this football team defensively heading into next year, Charles?
Well, they're an aggressive group, and they didn't generate the same number of takeaways that they normally do. But I think that coming back in 2017, a great core of players, and they'll get Tyrann Mathieu back. And if they get him back at his 2015 level, look out, because Patrick Peterson's one of the best corners in the game as well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down. So it's 4th down, and the Chiefs called on their kicker, Cairo Santos, for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
This will be taken in at the 1. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Caught by Nelson left side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And this offense on your screen, one of the guys who knows how to win football games, Larry Fitzgerald.
Plenty of athleticism, but plays the game with incredible intelligence.
On 2nd down, Palmer. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Johnson in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. A little track jump. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Throwing is Palmer. It's caught. Nelson. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Smith is going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there. Smith to Macklin. 54 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. He's got the hook up with Conley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll let Charles try and get him in. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. shot here for Charles. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Charles taking it in. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dontari Poe able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now Palmer to throw on second down. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Robert Kimdichie in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. Kelsey out in the slot right. Third and long, it's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Charles the lone setback. They go play action here on first down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
There are certain words that sometimes we overuse, but there's one that's really welcome on a player's resume, and that's the word breakout. And I thought Travis Kelsey was one of the breakout stars of 2016 in the NFL. What a season he had with Kansas City.
Over 1,100 yards. Now, to put that into perspective with everybody else that was catching the football for them, the next closest had 593 for the breakout year indeed.
And for me, it's how he did it, because he did it in a variety of ways. Whether he's an inline tight end, a guy who could split out and really become a wide receiver, and then when he caught the ball, he ran like he was a running back.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Demetrius Harris from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result. Usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
They come out here in the eye. They begin the drive with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
It's a loss of 2, now third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Well, here we go on fourth down. Palmer. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Smith on first down. Being chased out left. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
First and goal from the 8. This is Charles. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Throwing is Smith. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Jeremy Maclin there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They go play action now. Palmer. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Let's go.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Well, you know something, hard work and incredible efficiency does pay off. And that's Larry Fitzgerald of Arizona. 107 catches. I thought he's supposed to be getting older and slowing down.
I was just going to say, people are wondering when Father Time's going to catch him. And now this one's intercepted. A third interception for Palmer. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw on second down is Smith. They complete it to Hill.
Brandon, another catch for Tyreek Hill. How do you defend him? Because kickoff return, punt return, catching the ball, whether it's a receiver out of the backfield, and, of course, you can run it with him, too.
Well, let me give you some numbers from last year. To your point, 12 total touchdowns, 6 of them receiving, 3 rushing, and 3 in the return game.
If you're an offensive coordinator and you can't diagram plays for this guy, turn in your clipboard.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use the speed to get there in the run game.
Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's third down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A very solid gain of 27. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Palmer. Caught by Nelson left side. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Surveying the field. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. Now it's Palmer. He completes it to Nelson. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Throwing now. Palmer on 1st down. Caught right side. Gresham. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Palmer to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. It's Palmer going for it all. And this is incomplete. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see in the postgame. Ready to get to the 3rd quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Palmer will throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Troy Nicholas from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jamal Charles, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Now a play fake here on first down. Fitzgerald's got it right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They run. It's Johnson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So it'll be first down here after the run. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. And he rifles one incomplete. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. 2nd and 10, it's Palmer again. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Really good, solid run right there. And they did it from a 4 wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options. And also, it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
Off the play fake to Johnson. Palmer. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. So here we go now. Extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now Palmer. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now receiver in motion left. 1st and goal from the 1. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chris Johnson taking it in. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And now here comes Kansas City. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They'll come out in the pistol. Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 10 yards to go on 3rd.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
As a general rule, when you take a deep shot downfield, it's usually a timing pattern. Quarterback in the pocket and looking to hit his receiver downfield. But when he has to move outside of it, timing often gets thrown off. And on that play, that caused the incompletion.
And he'll win it over the middle. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Tackle made by Marcus Golden. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Taking it right down Broadway. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. As they've done all day, they run with Charles. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Kelsey out in the slot right. from the gun on third down. Smith, the tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A first down carry here for Charles. So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Again, it's Charles. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to out at the 44-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. Now a 20th carry here for Jamal Charles. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. A shotgun snap for Smith. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And they're not able to convert on fourth down. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Get ready. Blues 58.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part 2 of the screen, he forgot part 1, couldn't get the ball.
Wide 18. Wide 18. Regular. Let's go. Blues 58. Blues 58.
They'll bring Fitzgerald in motion left. Play action. It's Palmer. Finding time. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll bring up a fourth down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. It's Palmer on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own. And he lost the football. Charles loses it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Get ready. 95.
Now Palmer on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Let's go. Let's go.
2nd
1, 18.
and 10 now. It's Palmer. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. And quickly they get to the line.
Let's go. Let's go.
On 3rd and 1, it's Palmer. Caught right side, Gresham. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
This will be caught at about the 6. 1 yard is a gain there. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a... Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 3rd and goal, Palmer. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. J.J. Nelson, a 5-yard touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Palmer looking to throw. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
And that's caught inside the 30. They haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like the drum.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're up by 1. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. You know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Here's Paul. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now Jamal Charles on 3rd down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is no good. He missed it. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And, Brandon, I can't help but marvel at how calm these field goal kickers seem to be in situations like this. You know, I'm shaking up here like a leaf, and I don't have to kick it.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw. I'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Nelson, the man in motion left. One last shot for Palmer. It's caught left side by